Hey guys, I just wanted to touch base with you on your tentative course calendar that you have. You've had it available to you since August the 21st online. A lot of you came to class the first day with a copy of it. You already knew about it. You'd already been studying your profiles and panels. People are on top of things. There's people taking their quizzes online at the right time. All is going well. But there's a few of you who are not. So I want to touch base with you on your tentative course calendar. Now, the reason I wanted most of you to take a copy from class is because I printed everyone out color copies because it's helpful sometimes. Reason being is because all your lecture is in white. You see right here on the screen, I want to show you this one, okay? The date, Tuesday, September the 8th lecture, okay? You'd be working on finishing up chapter 7 this day, okay? Now, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. By now, you should... We've talked about this over and over again, right? Chapters 1, 6, and 7. I've said it so many times, I say it in my sleep, right? I know you guys have heard this. You need to be watching those PowerPoint presentations on 1, 6, and 7, completing the review guides that are in your black binder that you have, and study your review guides. The tests come from your review guides, right? You also, and several of you have already started doing this, we talked about this in lab, studying for your profiles and panels quiz. I gave you in your black binder, there is a blank profiles and panels quiz that you can use as a tool to study. You can make copies of it and keep filling it out till you get it right? And I gave you one with all the answers on it. I also want to show you how this works, and it goes through the entire tentative course calendar like this. On Tuesday, September the 8th, you see take Canvas quizzes 1 and 2. Okay, your Canvas quizzes usually open on a Tuesday or a Thursday. They always open at 1 o'clock. And then they close prior to that. So if they open on a Tuesday, they'll close on a Thursday at midnight. You see it down here on Thursday, September the 10th. Canvas quiz 1 and 2 due by midnight. So they open at 1 on Tuesday, they close at midnight on Thursday. So you have all that time to be able to take it, okay? You see that we have our clinical packet meeting for Friday, September the 25th. Guys, it's mandatory. It'll be virtual. I'm going to send you out an email about it, detailing it. But set that date aside. Don't plan anything that day because this is a mandatory virtual meeting, okay? We also see things like your research paper is due on October the 13th, okay? So make sure you have that in the back of your mind. Let's don't worry about that now because, right, we have until October the 13th to get that done. And we will talk about it in lab class. And also remember, like I tell you guys, you can't eat a steak whole, right? We got to cut it up in pieces. So we want to look at the things that we need to do right now, right? Because today is September the 4th, okay? I'm going to have this video posted today. If you'll notice, we're looking at something that's on September the 8th, not September the 4th, okay? So on this day, though, your Canvas quizzes will open and then they'll close on the 10th. Something else you want to make note of is lab test number 1 on chapters 1 and 2, okay? Now, the one difference, and I want you to have the tentative course calendar in front of you as you're watching this video. So if you don't have it, pause the video, go get it, and bring it back. Because what I want you to do is make a note. Lab test number 1 on chapters 1 and 2. Those are very short chapters in your white lab binder. That's why I have this grayed out area to contrast between what's going on in your lecture and what's going on in your lab, right? Okay, so in lab, our first lab test on chapters 1 and 2 and Appendix A. Remember, I showed you guys Appendix A in your white lab binder, and it's lined out test 1, lab test 1. This is what will be on lab test 1. I'm giving you all the information. You just have to make the time to study, okay? So that test, lab test number 1 on chapters 1 and 2, will not be taken in class. It will be online. So make a note of that. Make a note on your tentative course calendar that lab test number 1 on chapters 1 and 2 and Appendix A will be online. It will open September the 8th at 1 o'clock, and it will close on September the 11th, which is a Friday, at midnight. So you will have that entire time to be able to take that test. But right now, you should have already watched the PowerPoint presentations on your Canvas that have been up since August the 21st on 1, 6, and 7, and you should have completed your review guides in your black binder for 1, 6, and 7, and you should be studying those. You should also be studying your profiles and panels, okay, that you already have, And you should have read chapters 1 and 2 in your white lab binder and completed those review guides. And you should be studying Appendix A for Lab 1, okay? Because if you'll notice on September the 10th, it has lecture quiz number 1 on profiles and panels, okay? That test is coming September the 10th, okay? You will have that test. We will take that test online, okay? It will be an online test, and you will take it September the 10th, okay? So, and then you see your Canvas quizzes close at midnight. So there's no reason to panic when I say something is due at midnight on September the 10th, and we're talking about it's September the 4th. So you have plenty of time to get this stuff done, especially if, like a lot of you, you've already started studying your profiles and panels. You've already watched all 3 of the PowerPoint presentations on 1, 6, and 7. You've already read 1, 6, and 7 in your textbook, or you've at least already read 1 and 6. You've completed the review guides on 1, 6, and 7, or at least 1 and 6, right? You've already started reading chapters 1 and 2 in your white lab binder. Chapter 1 is finished and you filled out the review guides. If this is where you are, guys, which is where you can be and you should be, you are good to go, okay? So make sure you're looking at this, okay? And you are ready. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about quiz number 1 on profiles and panels, which we will have online, okay? And it will close September the 10th at midnight, and it will open September the 10th at 8, okay? All right, so it'll open, profiles and panels will open on September the 10th at 8 a.m., and it will close on September the 10th at midnight, okay? If you have any questions on that, if you have any questions on the Canvas quizzes 1 and 2 that open on September the 8th at 1 o'clock and close on September the 10th at midnight, okay? If you have any questions on lab test number 1 on chapters 1 and 2 and Appendix A, okay, that will open on September the 8th and will close on Friday, September the 11th, okay? If you have any questions on that, reach out to me, okay? So make sure that you put that Friday, September the 25th on your calendar. I will be sending out an email this weekend on exact times for that. And if you have any questions about any of this, what we talked about right now, okay, please make sure you reach out to me. So during this long holiday weekend, you need to be studying all this stuff. You need to be reading, filling out your review guides, and studying your review guides. I've told you before, my test comes from review guides, right? Also, you need to make sure that you put out your lab packets for labs 1 through 4 for chapters 1 and 2, and make sure that all your I's are dotted and T's are crossed. All your check marks are done. All your homework's done. Okay? If you have any questions, reach out to me immediately by email. You guys have a great weekend, and please, please, please use your time wisely. Okay? Make sure you're studying. Have a great day.